word of mouth, and referrals and everything else, that makes up about another 30% from our existing client base.
So I get calls out of the blue all the time. And then anytime that I talk to somebody, it seems like they're like, I've been meaning to call you or whatever.
How do you get referrals? You said this is a big part.
Because I used to work at Google within the AdWords department. So now most of our services revolve around Google and its core search product. I've had different speaking engagements. I go to different networking events, startup, entrepreneurial events.
Digital agencies get a substantial amount of new business through referrals. I just interviewed 20 digital business owners, and one of the questions was, how do they get referrals? Here are the best tips I could extract from these 20 interviews.
I'm following up, I'm offering free information. People ask me a question, I respond. There's no, nobody too small or too high that I don't bother with. And these people are just, they're ambassadors for me, and they just go out and they're like, hey, talk to Tracy O'Clair and, tag me in this and that.
People only refer someone who is helpful. And of course, someone they know is still there and available to help. But how do you start it? What do you do if you don't have a big contact base?
For instance, there's a couple professional Facebook groups that I'm involved in, and I'm always constantly sharing information there. And not in a fake way. I'm passionate about my marketing. I'm passionate about marketing, communication, and in tech and different ways to reach people. So when I see something that I like to share it, because I'm a happy-go-lucky sharing type of person. So I'll share it to, the different groups that I feel would benefit from it. And I think people really appreciate that. They appreciate that I'm sharing information out there, that I'm providing content, that that I'm staying abreast of the market trends.
And also important, when do you ask for referrals?
If you think about referrals, no one wants just to go out and give a referral just because they're nice people. Some of them might, but you actually have to kind of coerce them. I wouldn't say coerce, but push them a little bit to, maybe give a referral. And it's not only just asking for it, but, it could be sending out a little card or something like that, or just a reminder of saying how important referrals are. We appreciate your business. If there's anyone else that you think that could benefit from our services, please let us know as well.
And you do this after how many times?
It really depends how the relationship with the client is and how comfortable we feel. It's a great relationship, then we usually 6 months to a year, or even sooner sometimes. It really depends on every client. Every client is different.
And then I was interviewing Chris Handy, who runs a successful podcast and gets most of his new business through that podcast. And still, he's relying on referrals to drive new business. And he has this pro tip for us.
I can't think of a better way to begin a cold relationship than by generating a warm referral. So I highly recommend that for anyone. And we recommend that same strategy for our clients, which is why I do it at the very beginning of our relationship, because it demonstrates that we practice what we preach. We have a lot of referrals from our clients. And one of the things when we bring on a new client, and I was just bringing on someone the other day, and I sat down with him and I said, one of the ways that we grow our business is by actively asking people who are in our client base if they know anyone that might need our help. Mm-hmm. And that's as we're sitting there before the contract is signed. Mm-hmm. And I think that's very important, because if you don't lay that groundwork at the beginning, then you hesitate to ask, and you're never probably going to ask.
I was wondering, with what mindset is he going into the talk to ask for a referral?
Well, I'll just say that, hey, look, after a while, after we start to show results, I'm going to ask you if you know anyone, because this is one of the ways that we build our business. It's partially through inbound marketing, it's partially through these local events, and it's partially through client referrals. And so if you're comfortable with that, then this relationship's going to go okay. Yeah. But if that's not something you're comfortable with, then it may not be a good fit. And that's saying that at the point of sale, it's decision time. Do I want to be a part of this where that might be an expectation flowing back and forth? Because we're certainly going to be trying to drive their business. Yeah. Shouldn't they try and reciprocate a little bit. And that's the decision I'm asking them to make.
If you like this video, please give it a like or a thumbs up. See you in the next videos.